What's up? I'm Omari Malik. I'm the owner, founder, creator, writer, publisher, visionary, Mr. Everything at BlackTooth Publishing. Stop. Before you ask, I'm going to explain what BlackTooth Publishing is, who I am, what we're doing on Kickstarter, and why you should pledge to the campaign. But if you don't have time for all that, long story short, I'm putting out an anthology featuring 3 one-shot stories that I wrote. They're fire, they're amazing. Go ahead and pledge to the campaign. But if you do have some time, go ahead and stick around, watch the video. I'm going to explain everything. As mentioned, my name is Omari Malik. I was born and raised in Richmond, Virginia. I moved up to New York when I was about 17 years old. I did the whole college thing. I got a bachelor's, I got a master's, and a born 9-to-5 in corporate America. But when I started working my job, I just wasn't happy. I wasn't satisfied. And when I kept thinking about what I wanted to do, what were my passions, what I really liked, the only thing that kept coming to mind was comic books. Comic books are something that I've always been into. Like, I was that kid that, had all the superhero pajamas, had the superhero bed sheets, and my dad was a comic book fan. So my dad actually passed when I was 7 years old, and he left me all his long boxes. So I used to just go through those boxes day in and day out, pulling out the books, reading the books, and just, they were a thing that kind of kept him around and kept him alive for me. And as I got into comic books on my own outside of my father, I practically spent every Saturday in the comic book store. So when I was kind of at that point in my life, going through the same level of sadness or going through, the same level of confusion, comic books came right back. That's when I decided that I wanted to start my own publishing company, and pursue comics. So when it came time for me to actually write and think about what kind of stories I wanted, I realized that there wasn't anything out there. Like, there wasn't anybody doing what I wanted to do. And believe me, I looked. I searched high and low. I was in comic book stores, bookstores, everything. I was looking for what's been missing. I was looking for, something that wasn't out there, something that really spoke to me. I'm over capes, I'm over tights, I'm over cliche archetypes and their cliche subversions. I wanted something new. I wanted something different. I wanted something, with sauce. Like, I wanted something that was like that. You feel me? Like, I wanted something that spoke to people like me, that spoke to, to our way of life, that was for us without being forced, that was for us without, being stereotypical, that really captured our essence and that we wouldn't be embarrassed about. The first one shot is titled Adastra. It's about a 15-year-old girl named Adastra Mitchell. It's a teen drama. Adastra, she has the power to literally be anything or anyone she wants, but she's struggling to be herself. The next one shot in the anthology is titled Dogpile. It's about a young man in his early 20s that lost his entire family as a child, and he ran away and became a drifter. And over the course of his travels, he kind of developed superpowers. He realized that he had powers, and he kind of ran into 7 stray dogs, and those dogs kind of became his new family. And now that he has a new family and he has the power that he didn't have when he lost his family, now he's returning home to kind of figure out what happened and stop crime and kind of do something right for a change. So the last story in the anthology is titled Snakebite. It's basically my ode to hood movies and my ode to coming of age stories. So it's about a guy, and he's at a turning point in his life. He can either keep going down a path that he's been going, which is getting into trouble and starting to gangbang and whatnot, or he can go in a positive way. So he actually just got out of juvenile detention, and to celebrate, his friends convinced him to get tattoos. Little did he know those tattoos would give him superpowers. So now with superpowers, he's starting to rethink everything he's been doing, and he has to decide if he's going to commit to the street life or if he's going to do things positively. Now that I've told you who I am, what the stories are about, let me tell you why we're on Kickstarter. We're basically on Kickstarter to use it as a platform for people to pre-order, and so we can promote the books. The books are already finished. My artists have already been paid. I'm literally holding them in my hand right now. So you can buy the books as individual copies or as the combined anthology. And if you've been on the East Coast and gone to any conventions, I might have already sold them to you. By pledging to this campaign, you'll get the books as well as some other great things that we have at our different tier levels. Look, y'all know I can hear you, right? So I know what you're thinking. Why would I pledge to a campaign that has an anthology featuring three one-shot stories? Listen, there's going to be more, I promise you. Each story is getting the full series started from the beginning, explaining who the characters are, where they get their powers, the whole nine. These are just basically pilots to introduce ourselves to the world, introduce what BlackTooth Publishing has to offer. So please pledge to the campaign, help us out, spread the word. If you can't pledge, go get a job so you can, but not for real. If you can't pledge, share with somebody. You never know who might see it, who might be interested. So please help us out. Please pledge, share, show everyone, show your friends, show your moms, your cousins, sisters, brothers, everybody. Thank you so much for the time. My name is Omari Malik, BlackTooth Publishing. Thank you.